how are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Oh, there's Perry. I've been waiting for Perry.
What's up?
Welcome.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I didn't think you were going to make it.
No, I'm watching football games.
I
Shit is
know.
getting
I know.
intense, right? I'm
I
just
just,
saying, it's Saturday.
I know.
But what's
Let's
up,
make,
everybody? Happy holidays and all that good shit.
hold on. Let me turn this light out. Let's
Okay.
make it really quick so Perry can not be mad at me all weekend, okay? We'll make it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to hop on here really quickly and
Sherelle, your mic, is it in front of you?
yeah.
Okay. Well, no, it sounded like you was fading back or something. I'm sorry.
I was
Go ahead.
turning my lights off. I don't know. They're hurting my eyes, so I don't have any lights on. It's crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and update you guys at the latest on the Tory Lanez trial because we didn't come on yesterday, and this is very significant. Let me find it. So they're reporting that Meg's bodyguard, Justin Edison, is missing. It's so ridiculous, doesn't it? He was supposed to testify on Friday, but never showed up and has not responded to them.
Is
This
it
is
Megan's bodyguard or Tory?
Megan's bodyguard.
Oh, hell no.
Oh wow. Okay, let me hurry up so I
Okay.
can get off. I can't. This is Megan's bodyguard. Let me put his picture up here.
Okay.
Uh, duh, 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 duh.
Because I heard about the bodyguard, but I assumed people were saying that
Tory.
Tory paid off the bodyguard. It was his bodyguard. He sent him to Africa to get lost.
They're saying that about Tories too, but this is Megan's
Okay.
bodyguard. His name is Justin Edison.
Mhm.
Whoa, big guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was testified that Tory Lanez admitted to him that he shot Meg and he did it because he was drunk. That's serious. Now,
Yeah.
what? You're not showing up. That's a big part of my evidence. You're saying that the perpetrator admitted to you that he committed the crime.
Right.
This
Wayne, he on the witness stand instead of
they can't
Kelsey.
find him.
Yeah.
They can't find him. This is it's bad. This is bad. This is
It
bad.
is.
This is bad. I mean, everyone's saying, "Oh, Meg didn't shoot herself. Tory's behind all of this." I got you. It does seem it's very damn suspicious that Kelsey changed her story. So they played the tape yesterday, but that's not on the witness stand. So now you're saying this is what she told us, and then she took an oath and said this is what really happened. And I'm looking at this from a juror point of view because people get mad at me when I say this is going to be a mistrial because they're like, no, he deserves to go to jail. You have to remember the jury does not know everything that we know. Okay, we don't know about him beating up August Alsina allegedly. We don't know about that. They don't know about that. They don't know about anything. So they're only supposed to judge the stuff that's getting right in front of them. And Perry, you went to jury duty before. Tell them how it works. It was so funny.
Well, no, I mean, you just listen to the story.
And you have to substantiate why you think.
Right. You get one side to say something. You say, well, damn, do I believe him? You looking at, both
Evidence.
parties. And sometimes you sitting there reading, like, because, I can't remember the case. It was like somebody's trailer got, oh, no,
You don't
their
have to tell
house.
us the real
Okay, right. Anyway. The whole thing is, you read the parties. That's, the defense and the prosecutor. You read both sides of it. When this shit going down, how can you look at it and say, well, damn, Megan's lying? I mean, not Megan, but Kelsey's lying. She's doing this and that. But then respect Megan's accusations, right? I mean, we know she got shot. But by who? That's what the case is supposed to be about. Oh, your banner.
Yeah, my banner. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Listen, this is too complicated. If I was a juror, I would say I'm gonna throw out everything Kelsey said because she's complete is a lie. I don't know which version was the truth, which version was the lie. I'm just gonna throw it out. If I
Right.
throw Kelsey's case out, what do I have to go on? They tested that was it DNA? Tory's DNA was not on the gun. Gunpowder on his hands, and Kelsey, it's too complicated. There's nothing
Right.
to show me what happened beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, everybody tore my ass up. I went on my friend's channel the other day, and because I said, this is mistrial. Oh, you are a Tory lover, and you need to support. I am supporting women, but I'm also realizing that we're in a court of law, and they have this thing called a jury, and the jury can only come to an outcome with the evidence that's laid in front of them. So does it look like Tory's paying off people? Hell yeah, it does. Like where the hell is what's the name?
It can look like it, but it can look like that on both ways, right? Megan paid for her, sent her back to Houston, and paid her rent for a year, right? Megan's team sent Kelsey back to Houston to live there, and they paid the rent. Both sides are giving up cash.
Oh God, Perry, you've always said this. Listen, I know you're saying what you're saying. Are you team Tory?
No, I ain't team neither one of them. At this point, I'm just saying something happened that night. I can't be team neither one because it seems like both sides are lying.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Everybody's lying. Everybody's lying.
For whatever reason. I want to save my music career, so I don't want to say this and that or whatever. Or I don't want to go to jail. Regardless of the reason. I feel like both sides are lying.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's too much. It's too complicated. Mistrial or not guilty, one or the other. If you do a mistrial, they're going to come back with the same BS. So I would just say not guilty and go about my business. Does that mean that I don't acknowledge that he shot Meg? Somebody shot her, but there's just not enough evidence to prove so. It is a mess. It's a mess. And personally, and my personal feelings, without being a juror, Tory has paid everybody off, and they're coming through. It is what it is. Well, no, they're coming through.
And I get it, right? Because people say, well, with Tory, look at his past behaviors, right?
Right.
Oh, he beat up August Alsina. He did this, he did that. And I get it. He got short man syndrome. Whatever. We talking about this particular case, right? When we say that Meg slept with other people's men, that don't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's what I got to
If we ain't going to talk about her past behavior, let's not talk about his, right? The only thing we're talking about is this case. It's a couple people there. Meg should know what happened. Kelsey and Tory should know what happened. If somebody else was around, they should know also. What I'm saying is I feel like both sides are just lying.
Okay, so this is turning to a disaster. So they're saying that Meg is upset behind the scenes. So is her legal team. They're going around saying that Megan has been the subject of widespread hate on social media since she came forward about the shooting. Online users have questioned the veracity of her allegations, and people have mocked her claims about what happened that night. Hardcore Lanes fans have been vocal to uplift Lanes and even praise him for allegedly shooting her. Now, I don't know if anybody's praising him for shooting her. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think so. Megan has shared how difficult it's been to be portrayed as the villain. So she's feeling like she's being portrayed as a villain behind closed doors, and has wondered if it has to do with her race. What? Her race and perceived attractiveness. What?
I don't know about that.
Megan, please don't make this worse. Please don't make this worse. Oh my God. People are saying she's, I can't say, okay, let me keep going. They're saying that people insist in talking about her sexual past, which has nothing to do with the case, and they're even slut shaming her. This is how she feels behind the scenes.
I get it.
Yeah. They are victim blaming and using it as a tool for misogynoir. I don't know what that word means. To distract from the person who actually caused the harm. She's feeling like this is messing up her reputation.
Well,
So many
you know what
words.
though, where the mess is this whole thing, right? And I get it. Innocent bystanders get hit up all the time, or shit happen to them, and you don't know have no idea who did it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you with a party of 4 and something happened, typically you get a better idea on how shit went down. If you take Kelsey's story on just how things went down, they know if anybody shot her, it was only a few people who could have.
Yeah.
Right? So why are we sitting here just tripping about, well, she got shot, bullet fragments was in her foot. I get it. So she got shot, right? But Megan, Kelsey, one of them should know the real story, right?
They're not coming forward. Go ahead.
And if you think about it, they'll leave out certain parts. They say, she's covering for Tory. She could be. She probably got paid by both sides, people. And then at the same time, but then could get to a certain point where she feel like, hey, you know what? Megan is a rapper. She's doing her thing. She's making 13 mil a year or whatever. I need to get my coin. Tory, she might feel like Tory is her meal ticket.
What?
No. I'm saying Kelsey could feel like Tory is her meal ticket. Like, let me, make sure he good, and then hopefully I might have a chance to get into his pockets. I don't know exactly, huh?
No, I'm laughing because it's like you're on the first 48.
Yeah. Yeah. What I'm saying is this, right? Like, Megan got a career. Kelsey don't. Let's keep it real. Where is her career? Her career is getting into somebody else's pocket.
Perry. Damn.
Huh?
I'm not.
Regardless, whether it's being Megan's friend and they'll pay my rent for a year.
Let's just clean it up. You're saying Chelsea is two-faced and untrustworthy. That's all you're saying, right?
I'm saying all of them lying. All of them are doing what they're doing for a reason. And if he shot her and Pan, he's doing it so he don't go to jail. Megan might be like, well, I might have a chance with him, and let me just say certain things or whatever. I mean, all of them got a motive. Or I don't want to ruin my music career by coming at him, getting him arrested. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
And Kelsey's like, well, shit, who paying the most? Who paying the most?
What? Why are they messing with you in the chat?
Yeah, I mean, because, a year rent is not $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And even if he don't give me the whole million, I might have a chance to be with him.
No. I get what you're saying. Megan paid Kelsey's rent for a year, and now it feels like, we don't know for sure, Tory probably gave her the $1 million that was promised. So she's just playing both sides against.
Right. And you can say, well, shit, you know what? Why would you roll with Tory? Well, when he's cheating. Well, you can't roll with Megan either, because she's sleeping with the guy.
It's a mess.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a big mess, right? But I just think it's just a whole bunch of lies.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
It's a mess. They're calling you Perry Mason in the chat. Yeah, I think it's a compliment, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sandra's saying you're on to something. Basically, what Perry's saying is that Kelsey's on nobody's side. She's going to take what she can from each side to benefit herself. But here's the thing. So they would have to subpoena Justin, the guy who is missing now, if they wanted to. This case was supposed to be wrapped up yesterday, but it is stretching on and on. They should have never brought this case forward. It should have just remained on the DA's desk. They don't have enough information. Meg the Stallion did not want to press charges. The state took over and they pressed charges. And now this is a big mess. And maybe it will affect Megan's career. Maybe it will affect Tory's career. People are going to look at them as liars and give them a headache. And tell somebody can give me another hit song. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about them. They're getting on my nerve. It's so much going on. Oh, and I have to play the guy. So Friday, the main testimony, me and Perry missed it. So let me play the guy that we're following. We're actually following everybody. These people covering the trials, because everyone's doesn't have access to the trial. So we're relying on certain lawyers and journalists and stuff like this. They're even losing their minds. Okay. Now they want to charge you to use their Instagram information. Well, when did that happen? Okay, like I've been covering cases for years. Now all of a sudden, fake wannabe investigators want to charge for their material, and then they're saying we need you to tag us in every time you use our information, and we need to go over how you presented the information. What?
Yeah, well,
the whole damn thing is turning into a shit show. We have bloggers out there or people that are covering the case asking us every time we talk about this case to tag them in it if we use their footage, because they want to make sure that we're presenting the case correctly. Everybody's out for $1. Everybody. Why do people say Tory lied when he has a gag order for over 2 years? Guess you have a point. He hasn't. Well, he makes music about it, and he has innuendos. He doesn't come straight out and use her name, but he has innuendos, and they've went back and forth over the internet together for the longest.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. But let me play you some footage that I had to pay for. Okay, I had to pay for it because now people don't want to cover the case and come. Listen, this is the most ass backwards way to make money, is to make people pay for your subscriptions on Instagram. First of all, that's never been done. I've been covering cases for years. R. Kelly, what's the big one? My friend Emily covered it. Can you imagine Emily Baker charging me to use her damn tapes? What? That's not how you make money, beginners. These beginners think they don't know how it works, so they try to make money off of everything. And now they're charging subscriptions for their footage. So since I paid for this, let me go ahead and play this. It is what happened on Friday when they listened to the recordings. And I mean, I am just outraged. I almost didn't play it because I was like, they can kiss my ass asking me for money for it, but I paid for it. So here it is. And then I'm going to unsubscribe. And then next week, I'm going to go to the New York Post that's covering it on Twitter, and I'm going to use that shit for free. Okay?
One has come to a close. We heard the rest of Kelsey Harris's recorded interview with the district attorney and their investigator. Let me catch you up on everything that went on. 2 ways you can look at this recording. One, it's her honest account of what happened. She sounds confident. She sounds poised. She's telling you every single thing in sequence. 2, you can look at it as somebody who's giving rehearsed statements to police because she's guilty of crimes and doesn't want to tell the truth, and she's got her lawyers on the line and 2.5 years to prepare. So she spins a nice little story that makes her and Meg look good. I don't know. You be the judge. In her recorded testimony, she tells the whole story of what happened. We go to this gathering at Kylie Jenner's house. Apparently, when you go to a gathering at Kylie Jenner's house, it can be pretty cool. There's lots of security, as many as 6 when you pull up. OBJ is there. It's like a hotel. You get your own room to check into. Quite fan. The whole issue of Kylie and Tory and Meg getting jealous and them trying to pull Meg out, and then they leave, and then they come back because Meg said she forgot a slipper, and then Kylie kicks them out. And now we're in the car. Tory's saying stuff like, hey, Meg, why don't you tell your friend what's so funny, referring to the fact that Meg backdoored Kelsey by hooking up with Tory. And then they're like getting back at him like, yo, whatever, you this, you're that. She's making fun of his career. You're only relevant because you were on a Jack Harlow feature. He's popping shit like, yo, I'm from Canada. Car, they both get out of the car. She sees Tory hop from the back to the front. He's got a gun and he points it and he shoots at Megan. That's the recorded statement. Does that add up and mesh with everything else? Well, how did the jewelry fall? How did the necklace get on the floor? She says, well, that's Tory physically assaulting me, and that's how all that happened. As far as her and Meg getting into an altercation, no mention to the police on the recorded interview. Was there a police officer or a detective from the LAPD at that interview treating it like she might be a suspect or hostile? Absolutely not. If you ask me, I don't think Tory was the only aggressor putting hands on people. That's what I get, if you ask me, when you look at the very different stories that everybody's telling and the part that the two females don't want to talk about. Remember the physical statures of the people involved. The idea that only men can physically assault women is a common misconception and not at all accurate. That's the shooting. Then they all get back in the car. They're driving. Kelsey texts my security. She texts the security. That's the text. Tory shot Meg, 911. Is that a real text? Is that a cover? And then the rest was all of the aftermath, that when they get released, that there were indications made to her from Tory's team that they would invest in her business or that they'd be willing to talk to her about giving her money. Whether any of that was a bribe or was taken, Kelsey denied. And then what happened afterwards in terms of her communications with other people post the incident. She said that she basically never has talked to Meg. They had one conversation. Meg and her team were lying to her and saying that, hey, I'm really badly injured. I'm going to be out of commission for probably at least a year. There's nothing for you to do here. You need to get out of LA. And they basically shoot her away and sent her on to Houston, and she hasn't heard from her since. The recording ends with the prosecutors asking that, hey, are you just saying all this to get back into Meg's good graces? And she says, no, I'm saying all this to relieve myself of the burden of this. I just want to move on from it. On cross-examination, the defense highlighted a couple key facts about this interview. One, there was no police presence. Nobody investigating or asking Kelsey hard questions. Two, there was no grant of immunity to Kelsey at that time. So if she did have stuff to hide her own criminality, she would not have been immune from making statements, and so she had an incentive to lie. Three, they had asked her during the interview about certain text messages that might be relevant to the investigation, but there was no follow-up. They never went back and said, hey, can we get those text messages? And four, the idea that her lawyers were on the line and that this is rehearsed, prepared testimony that she had a lot of time to get ready for and give. Like I said, ultimately, what do you make of that recording? Well, you're going to listen to all the evidence in this trial. Trial continues next week, and then you're going to make your decision on who's lying, who's telling the truth.
All right. Now, before I talk about the recording, I'm telling you right now that he's not the only one charging for information. I don't even know his name. What was the name? I don't even know his name. But I refuse. But I still have access, since I paid the money for the subscription, to this fake ass wannabe reporter. Okay, like, you're the one driving a goddamn Rolls Royce. He's driving a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
And he wants to charge everybody money for his version of what happened, when we can go to the New York Post and get it for free. There's other people out there, other journalists. They make you pay their subscriptions. Like, everything about this case sucks, including the people that's trying to relay the information. You fake ass journalists. I'm not paying you.
No, for real though. These people want to act like they the only one know. Just because you heard something, it don't mean your interpretation is right of what you heard.
It's ridiculous. Like,
let's keep it real. You know, I mean, but people think they get the big head.
He's getting the big head.
Just
I don't
because
know who you are,
somebody used my shit, somebody used my shit for a minute. Oh, instead of looking at it as like, hey, well, they give me exposure.
Yeah.
You look at it as, well, I'm Jesus. No, come on. Slow your roll.
I've never heard of such a thing. We've covered so many trials on this. Listen, Emily Baker does not charge a dime. She will sit there with you. She will go in detail. She will explain how it works. These fake ass wannabe lawyers that come to the internet to make money are suspect.
Yeah.
I've never heard of such a thing. You got other lawyers giving out fake information, like oh my God. For some reason, I would say probably about 2-3 years ago, lawyers realize they can make money on the internet. So what do? They come to the internet to muck it up. They have mucked it. I do not like, with the exception of Emily Baker. I love Emily. The rest of them, you fake ass wannabe. If you're so good at law, where is your clientele? Go be a lawyer in the courtroom. Stop coming over to YouTube trying to make money. And listen, if you're an attorney, you have access to a lot of money unless you suck as an attorney.
Yeah. I mean, you get all kind of attorneys.
Unless you've been banned. Be careful who you guys listen to. Unless and I'm not talking about Emily D. Baker. She is great. She got out the rat race. She was a DA down in LA. They're no joke. That's no joke. And but these other fake wannabes, and some of them have been disbarred, but don't tell you that they've been disbarred.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. And then you got a man driving a Rolls Royce wants to charge for something that we already can get on the internet for free. There are a couple of real journalists that are following this on Twitter. I just felt for my reviews, it's easier to hear somebody play it back than for me to read it back to you. But we don't need you guys. You're driving a Rolls Royce. When I found out he had a damn Rolls Royce, I was done. I was done. Anyway, back to this crazy case, because I just wanted to throw out there all of these lawyers now. We've been approached by lawyers to come on our channel. Like they are trying to gain money and fame off the internet. They look at the internet now as their part-time job hustle internet. And then some of them aren't even lawyers anymore. They've been what's it called?
Well, no, basically you saying someone went to the lawyer academy 6-month course.
No, they've been disbarred.
I don't know what the hell they went through. But I'm just saying, for me, they go too far to act like they're the Bible. You just a person. If you couldn't win your own cases, that's probably why you ain't practicing.
Except Emily D. Baker. Emily D. Baker honestly said, I want to get out the rat race.
Emily.
I'm moving back to I don't even know if she tell you guys where she lives, an unknown spot.
She don't even, but I'm saying she don't come across that way.
She doesn't.
But you can if you're going to mention my name. Well, look, motherfucker, guess what?
If you're going to mention my name, then you better give me credit.
I will not mention your damn name. Ever
again.
Because, I mean, it's
you
a mute
clout
point,
chasing hoe.
I mean, we just here talking about a story. We ain't coming on here saying we know exactly. We just talking about gossip. This is what's going on. That's it. But you want to act like you some fucking prince somewhere.
They wanted to approve my video. What?
You ain't gonna approve a damn thing. Take your ass back to your garage and shut the fuck up. That's it.
You guys be careful of these internet wannabe attorneys on the internet now. This is a side hustle for them. They realize you can make a lot of money. And you have to ask yourself, what sane lawyer leaves their practice to come on the internet?
Well, Sherelle, let me correct you for a second. You said it's their side hustle.
Yeah. Some of them can't.
No. Look at it. It's their only hustle.
Yeah.
To me, I'm just saying it comes down to the point. It's their only hustle. I couldn't do it in the courtroom or in the newspaper if you're a journalist. But let me go to YouTube and just do it.
And again, I am not talking about Emily D. Baker. She is a real, legit attorney that comes on here, does her job. She's not a hustler. She's not like, hey, if I can ask Emily D. Baker a question any time of the day, she'll just explain it to me. She will never say, give me so much money and explain the case.
And basically what you're saying is she's not out there for pay. She's going to just tell you her honest opinion on what's going on. Some of them, shit, if you're going to pay me enough, I'm going to say what the fuck you want me to say. That's it.
Now let's talk about the recording that we missed on Friday. It was basically verbatim what Meg had said. But here's the problem. So they're all at Kylie Jenner's party. Tory starts messing around with coming on to Kylie Jenner. Megan gets upset. She leaves the party. They go back. She goes into the party to get something she said she lost. And Kelsey stays in the car. She comes back. She announces that Kylie walks with them back. They get in the car. She said that Kylie said we had to go. They're fighting and they pull over. Meg gets out the car. Kelsey says she follows. What's his name? Tory crawls in the back seat, pointing the gun. He's standing on like that little, what's that thing called? And shoots over and say, dance, bitch. Okay. To a T, exactly what Megan has said. And it's like that they were probably on the same page at one point, but it does feel like, I don't know for sure, until Tory got to Kelsey and paid her off, because that's a vast difference. But here's the problem when you're the jury. They don't get all the information that we get. All we know is that Kelsey's lying. That's all that they know. So if I was a juror and Kelsey's lying, I'm not going to sit there and dissect which story do I go with. I'm going to toss it out. I'm going to say she's a liar. She's not credible. Boop, and I'm going to throw it out. That's what I would do, because they don't want to be there to begin with. It's long. I don't know if anybody likes jury duty. I'm going to toss it out, because when they're in deliberations, we have to go one by one, and we're going to say, what evidence makes you support your claim? Well, they can't, because then the other side will argue, well, she said this and she said that. Uncredible, unreliable information, toss. I would toss it out. This case is a mess. And Meg's attorneys, you're making yourself look bad. You're making Megan look bad. You had no idea that Kelsey was going to flip on you guys. Made you look bad in court. I don't know. It's just looking like a big portion of mess that nobody can sort through. And now you've got main witnesses. Justin Edison gone. You mean to tell me Justin forgot that he had to go to court? He didn't forget.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to testify. And then it's a big shenanigans. It costs a lot of money to drum up subpoenas, try to find people. This case is giving me a headache.
I think a lot of people are worrying about their career, right? And I think Meg could be lying because she's not sure what kind of effect it would have if Tory shot her or not. That how that's going to make her look, because in this rap world, being a snitch is not a favorable thing, right? Okay. You try to, people stay away from people like that. And I understand she got shot. I believe that. They said fragments from the reports. But why don't anybody that was in her group, somebody should be able to say something relevant. Kelsey lying on Tuesday, then go back and switch it on Wednesday. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's looking out. She's saying, hey, I can't rap. I need to try to keep my shit open to where I can make money. I can no longer trust Megan. Thanks for paying my rent for a year. But I need to be around this guy, even if he's going to be my main guy, if I'm just a side piece. I just need to be in the income bracket. A lot of people are just worried about their career at this point.
It's a mess.
So
it's a mess.
I don't really know what's going on.
I almost regret that I decided to follow the case, because it's just all over the place. It's all over the place. Nobody is shining. No one's, but this side is doing good. They all look like liars.
Right.
And it's just getting ridiculous. And then the whole, fake journalism going on, that just really irks me. It really irks me. We have been covering cases for years. I've had a YouTube channel for 5 years. I can't tell you how many cases that I have covered. And now you want to charge me for your footage? Let me remind you of something. Anytime something's on Instagram, that's public information. You should be happy that people are using your footage. You should be like, oh, okay, I'm gaining popularity here. But then for someone to turn around, tell me they need final approval of my videos to make sure I'm relaying something right.
I'm just saying, for me, at that point, I ain't even watching you no more. Because I'm
done.
If you give me information, I can take it and run with it. But you want me to tag you and all this shit? No.
It's not even exclusive information. And if you were just telling me something one-on-one, maybe. But everybody is using these footages for their videos. It's public information. You're going to tell me I need to tag you in so you can approve it?
Yeah. And the way I see it, when you got that view, that was paying you. That was it. I gave you a view. I check out what you said.
I
And
would tell them the way that it's supposed to work, but you go figure it out on your own. Go study Emily D. Baker and figure out how to make money on the internet like a real attorney's supposed to do. But right now, you are dropping the ball, please. And then you drove. Maybe if you got in a little leaning Toyota, I would understand. You drive away in a Rolls Royce, and you want
Yeah.
final approval on my video?
Yeah. That's
Don't let me
crazy.
get mad.
It's crazy.
Don't let me get like what? Like you are not that necessary. You guys, you could follow the information on Twitter. There are a lot of mainstream journalists covering it. I know the New York Post is one of them. Prove I shot you. I'm facing 20 years for breaking up a girl fight. That's
Right.
that's
There we
true.
go. There we go.
you
And I mean, because with that DNA stuff that came out today, we don't know. Like I'm saying, look, we ain't in the courtroom. We ain't behind the scenes like that. But it is what it is. We just telling you the stories that we're hearing. We just talking about. But who's saying that I mean, if the DNA saying that it was more of hers on the weapon than his.
That's what it said. Because I thought it was all inconclusive.
Okay, well, it was some crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
You know
inconclusive.
what I'm saying? I mean, because I just go through different blogs and just, reading
Look,
articles.
look at Lily trying to egg me on. Don't Lily, don't. A Rolls Royce.
Yeah,
And you're
those
gonna tell me
gas
you're
prices,
that
those gas prices got to be out the roof.
You drive away in a Rolls Royce. You're acting like you are essential to this case. You're a spectator like everybody else. Like, please. Don't. What a good way to make enemies with the other bloggers by trying to become their boss and telling me that you need final approval over my damn video. I don't even know you. Come on here and say what I want. Just like you go on your whack ass channel and you say what you want. Stop. And then you drive away in a Rolls Royce. I can't. He might be renting the Rolls Royce. I don't care. It's a Rolls Royce. That's expensive. Like what? And you're new on the scene, and here you come charging people? Just because you was on DJ Academic's channel, don't let that go to your head. It can turn. How was he able to purchase the Rolls Royce? I don't know. But he ain't, Hi, Lily. Sherelle, we are in a recession. He needs the money. He's full of shit. Like, what? I've never heard of such a thing. I swear to God, I've never heard of such a thing. You should have seen my face. I was like, what? You're charging? Okay, fine. I wish I would have never subscribed. I was like, well, maybe he's going to say something worth me paying for. I thought he was going to give me valuable information that no one else could get to. No, you're up there just stretching out your sentences so you can charge money. Stop. It's too much for me. This case is already a headache. Don't make it worse. I look at where he's getting his money from. We know he's about that money.
Damn.
Is he? I never seen this man before. But speaking of money, I was thinking, this is terrible. This is terrible. I hate that I'm saying this. I cannot control how my mind works. Maybe they should start pulling some of Tory's financial records because I feel like people are being paid off. Now, right. I could be wrong. This is just my personal opinion, but there's too many people. The main witnesses with the S keep changing their stories. And it's maybe one, but now two.
Right.
It's suspicious. You feel suspicious, Perry?
Well, you know what? I mean, really, I do, right? But then you send poor Tories, right? Because look, when you investigate anything, if you got a party of four, investigate all four.
Yeah.
Pull Megan shit too.
They didn't even do like.
No, I'm saying pull Megan shit too to see who the hell she paying, who Tory paying. I'm not backing Tory. I'm not backing Megan.
You're not backing Tory. You're saying the DA has to do its job and you have to investigate everybody. And they just took what Megan said at her word and didn't even do a little digging. Like when you realized that Kelsey had flipped, I would have asked for more time. You got to figure out why is she flipping? What is going on?
And that would be the first person you would check is Kelsey shit to see where deposits are being made.
Something's
right?
not right. Something's not.
Somewhere,
I'm not
right?
accusing Tory of anything. I'm just saying two major witnesses. Like, you know, when you have to go to trial, you don't schedule vacation. You don't do anything. You wait to go to trial. Where the hell is this guy? You are intentionally,
Or
Justin Edison, in my opinion, hanging. I mean,
okay,
avoiding.
and just say these people have to work, right?
Mhm.
These people that's working for them, that the driver or whoever this bodyguard taking off. If you fighting a case and you paying your attorneys, you might want to pay for his well-being just to testify on your behalf. Why can't you reach this person? If this person can help your case,
Yep.
why aren't you going over and beyond to get him there to help your case?
And also,
It's
too, if you have something legitly to do that day, I don't know what, but say you just couldn't make that date, you would call the DA yourself. So something is not right. He does not want to testify. He's in hiding. He's probably out the country.
yeah,
He's probably took his money, went to the Cayman Islands
yeah.
where you can't track money, and on some kind of vacation till the trial is over.
Right, but did he take his money or money that was given to him to
I
take
don't
the
know.
vacation? That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
But if you need a person to be there, you might want to pay for that person to be there to testify on your behalf.
Right. I've heard. No, Perry, you are absolutely right. There are a lot of people that you want to make sure that your witnesses are there and you pay them. They pay for expert testimony. They do pay.
Right, exactly. No, I'm saying if
You're
I mean,
right.
and at the end of the day, it was only a few people there.
Yeah.
We need them all in court.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and there's no shame. People
And
pay
then
for
as
their
far as
time.
Megan, and I get it. I mean, a lot of things change overnight. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a bad night. They did this, and she didn't want Tory to go down for it because she was still in love. Okay. So any motherfucker, did you step on glass? Did your ass get shot? I could have stepped on glass, but I still would have said I heard some shots fired. Right? That
Mhm.
would be the indication you could have got shot.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm only just saying that I think both sides are lying
Yeah.
for different reasons.
Yeah.
Because it could be one of those love triangles.
Well, we don't. It could be.
Kelsey,
That's the problem. Nobody
Tory,
knows anything.
Megan. Now people say, "Oh no, let's not talk about the past." No, I'm just saying where it could be. I don't know, but it seems like everybody's lying to me.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the least person that's lying the most at this point is Tory, because I don't think he spoke, have he?
He hasn't spoke. I don't think he's going to take the stand. He's no need to take the stand. Tory, if you take the stand, that's just bad advice from your attorneys. There's no need to take the stand because right now everybody's thoroughly confused, and in order for you to
Right,
get off,
right.
you need to keep everybody confused. Emmanuel, sound off.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I think there's only one attorney that can help us right now, Phaedra Parks. Oh Lord. Nah, I'm joking. But I cannot believe these bottom barrel attorneys charging for their social media services. Like, really?
I
That's
can't.
crazy. But I was reading that the DNA came back and that they didn't find any of Tory Lane's DNA on the gun. So that's interesting. I wonder
And
how
that's
that
more
changes.
things in favor for Tory, isn't it? Like
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with you. This case should never brought up to the courts. It should have just been handled with some settlement, something. But it's just such a mess. Such a mess.
Do you agree, Larry?
Yes, I agree. I also was reading on top of them never finding any of Tory's DNA on the gun. I heard that they did not even test Kelsey for any DNA, and I heard that there were two men and two women's DNA based on the XY chromosomes.
Mhm.
They were able to determine it was two men and two women's DNA that was on the gun. So I'm assuming it's the bodyguard Megan. Kelsey and Tory's DNA that might have been on the gun. And then in addition, I don't know if you know, but Kelsey, her husband, she got married in 2021, but her husband works for 1501, which is
Oh no.
Megan's
Are you
old.
kidding me?
Yeah. Yes. He's an
She
executive in
worked for
1501.
Meg the Stallion's record company.
The record company. Yes. The one that she was suing because of issues and what have you.
Is this a
So
joke?
she has motive Yeah, so apparently because they have an issue, she has motive to change her stories to sort of kind of, make her look really bad. And then on top of that, Megan wasn't a loyal friend to her at all. Megan stole her man, and when this all went down, Megan stopped talking to her, wasn't answering any of her phone calls. She fired her because Kelsey was Megan's like assistant or something of that sort. They fired her, and she didn't really start talking to Kelsey until I guess she needed some support because social media was really attacking Megan. So
Let me explain to the audience what a big deal that is, because Megan is being sued, or she's suing the record company. Which way? Do you know which way it is, Larry?
I believe I'm not sure which one
Yeah,
it
I'm
is,
not
but
sure.
they're involved in a legal. Yeah, they're involved in a legal situation because of issues with,
No,
I
it could be
guess.
the record company paying people off. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We
Because they
don't
don't
know.
like Meg the
Yeah,
Stallion.
Sure, a
they
lot of
don't.
people are turning on Megan. I was on Twitter and a lot of people are talking bad about her. They're calling her Jussie Smollett. Like they're going in on her, so it's not looking good.
Yeah, I don't think, and we discussed this the other day. I really do not think her career will be the same after this. She even was talking about the other day how her partner Partisan Fonte, I don't know his last name, but Partisan, he writes for Cardi and all of those people. She's talked about how he's very like embarrassed of her body count. She has a bad reputation now, and I don't think she could ever recover from this.
Yep.
Well,
I think it's over for her.
I just read at the beginning of the video about how she's feeling like she's saying people are turning on her, people are talking about her sex life, and it's just a big disaster. I kind of feel
See, but
bad for her because she didn't want to
I
go to court. She did not, guys. She did not want to go to court.
True.
Right, but that happens when you're unloyal. She's not a loyal friend. She's not a loyal person, and she's always been the type that always sought opportunities. First, she befriended Nicki Minaj, then Cardi came, then she befriended Cardi, and then it's like she's just not loyal at all. And I think at this point, the chickens are coming home to roost for her. Her career is not going to be the same
Now that's
ever
just
again.
sad, because I like Megan and I like her music. But as we know, there's more than talent to this business. You've got to be in good with certain people.
Right.
She is really going at it with Carl Crawford. They're going at it.
That's the
And
whole
Yeah.
thing, Sherelle. And I would say this too, right? That's why I go back to careers, right? A lot of choices, you can know something happened, but if you think it might damage your career,
Mhm.
and we don't know these people that they're dealing with. Like, let's keep it real.
Carl,
In this industry,
yeah,
if you do the wrong thing, your
Yeah.
shit can be in danger, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
So it could be fear that you inflict on yourself by thinking of the opportunity or what bad can happen to your ass if you go a certain route.
Jeez, I had no idea
So
that
it's
Kelsey's
deeper.
husband.
It's deeper than what we really
It's
actually
really
think.
deep.
Yeah.
It's really deep. I had no idea that Kelsey's husband worked for 1501. This adds a whole new element of danger.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
danger.
Yeah, and I really think that none of them wanted it to take it this far. I think all of them planned not to even say anything. And I honestly, they probably tried to wipe off the fingerprints off of the gun. That's why it can't be identified whose fingerprints belong to what, because they were trying to just cover up the scene. But because the state decided to take it up, that's how it became an issue. Because remember, what's her name? Megan didn't want to even file any charges.
Yeah.
So it's bad for her career. She knew that from the onset, but
Yeah.
it is what it is now.
Because you love me, can you hear me? Okay, I gotta take that black square scares me. Lily, okay, I'll put you back up. Thank you. You can go back on your avatar.
What's up, Lily?
Hey, beautiful kings and queens. I just want to say, and I'm not going to stay on here long.
Okay.
It actually goes deeper than what we think, you guys. If they got people missing, they not just missing. Something could be actually going on that those people are missing.
You
Look
mean
who-
missing? Like,
Yes, I do. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this because I was in college at the age 20, 21. I got mixed up in some stuff. It was accessory to murder. They killed a informant. So it was drug related and they killed an informant. I didn't know anything about it, so that's why I didn't do any time. But anyway, I would say this, Sherelle, it goes deeper than y'all think. Who
You
is
know
Kelsey
what, Lily?
affiliated with?
You're
You
not
said-
lying, because them 1501, they crazy.
Yes, and then think
Okay.
about who else in Houston connected.
Oh no.
It goes deeper than what y'all think.
Oh, look at what people are saying on the screen. Child, this is a mess.
It
Damn.
is a mess. And
A
Kelsey
mess.
is scared, Sherelle. She's scared, but she's
Yeah.
a liar as well. She looked at it as an opportunity to get money. That's how I look at it.
Right,
I'm
right.
thinking from a criminal's perspective. You got to think like them. And I will say this. She's jealous of Megan. Megan had the rap career. She was a drag along. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
I get you.
She didn't have what Megan has. And if you turn on somebody, if you was really somebody's friend, you will not, no matter what, go along with Tory or anybody else. Sometimes you have to take a risk in life and do the right thing. That girl is, Megan is grimy, but that girl is a no good something. Because
But Lily, can they all be scared? They're dealing with some serious gangsters.
she's scared, Sherelle, but you got to do the right thing sometimes.
No, she's scared though. I mean, because anytime you go to
I'm
court,
scared for her.
And let me
it's
tell you
like-
this: when one of the people that got 12 years for, because the guy that came to my house used my car, they told me he was a pastor. He really was a pastor of a church in Greenville, South Carolina.
Wow.
He was the one that was a hitman. I didn't even know that.
damn.
They had me to, I don't want to get myself in too much of a mess,
no,
but they
please
had me to
don't.
get a car for this man. I mean, it's such a bad thing. Y'all don't know how deep this could go.
This is deep.
It's
No, I
bad.
get it.
Let me
I
tell
mean,
y'all this. When one of them got out of prison back in 2013, a girlfriend of mine came down to visit me. And she told me, Lily, such and such got out of prison. In a couple of days, I say 2 days later, somebody tried to break in on me and my daughter. They opened my downstairs glass window because it slid over. I had to move. I moved because of that. It can go deep. That girl is scared, but sometimes you got to do the right thing because he shot Megan.
Yeah. Well, either him or Kelsey, but most likely.
I don't think Kelsey did it. She's an idiot, but she didn't do it. Because if she's trying to fight him to leave her girlfriend alone, like she stated to the police officers and the DA when they interviewed her, I don't think she did it. Because think about it, he drugged her by her hair, was beating her. But when people get into they need money so bad, they would twist up any story.
And that's what Perry's saying. So you agree with Perry?
Yes. It's about the money for her, but she's also scared, you guys.
Well, no, I get it. I mean, because like, and I noticed too, like, I mean, because I know you scared, you go into a situation, but when that child pled the fourth instead of pleading the fifth,
what that tell you?
I knew we had a problem.
Yep.
Yes.
She pled the fourth.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was scared. She couldn't think straight.
You can't think straight. I mean, when you sitting there saying, well, shit, I can't say the wrong thing. That way, well, hey, do I have to answer that question?
Yeah.
And for those that says, I'm sorry, Perry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's crazy when you get yourself in those kind of binds. Yes. Because
you
really,
can get yourself in a pickle and can't get out.
Exactly. She can't win from losing at this point.
Yeah.
Now,
and I'm gonna say with Megan's career, that girl career is not over. Because if she's smart, she'll take this, make it a Lifetime movie, and write a book. And tell everybody to kiss her ass. Because I wrote a book about my situation. And everybody can kiss my ass. And after I wrote the book, everybody wanted to sue me. I got sued and everything. I'm telling you, I had to go to court. I almost had a stroke. But it doesn't matter. Megan can take this and make money off of it. I don't think her music career is over. She's going to lose some people and nobody's going to want to F with her. But she got to think smart. Okay, F all of y'all. I'm going to write a book and make a movie about it. She could do that.
The book is coming. The book is coming.
She can do it.
Can I ask you, what was the last hit song? What's the last hit song that Megan had?
Megan
I brought her last CD that came out. What was it? I like even that what she did with y'all. I may not remember right off top because I'm 49 years old. But yes, I did buy her last album.
Me too.
But the thing
Her
is,
last
I'm
album
older,
did
so I got
horrible.
bigger and better things on my mind.
Let me tell you something. When you're known as a liar, no one is gonna want to deal with liars.
Women that understand will still.
And she's a liar.
But Larry, Larry, you're the one that brought up 1501. This could go way deeper than we ever known.
It will go. I'm telling you,
I
it's deeper than
agree.
what y'all
I
think.
agree.
It's deeper.
I agree, but I
I'm
don't.
telling
I
you,
don't
it's deeper.
think. I really don't think that she was paid off by anybody. To be honest with you, I just think I think Kelsey's in it for herself. She's not team Corey. Not Corey. She's not team Megan or team Tory. You know, she's in it for herself because I think she just wants to muddy the waters right now. To be honest with you.
Right, but you was
It
paid
ain't
off by
nobody that want
somebody.
to
Everyone confused.
No.
Yeah.
She's doing it because it benefited her. But yes, she's scared.
It benefits
She want
her
to
to
muddy the
muddy the
water because she
waters.
dislikes somebody that's doing better than her. Somebody she felt like did her wrong, but they did each other wrong. They both grimy.
This is a mess.
But trust me, Larry, you was paid off. If somebody paid your rent for a year, what would you call that? If I paid your rent for a year,
What do you call it, Perry?
Paid off.
Paid off. It's gonna make you biased for me. If I paid Larry,
I don't know. Is that a fact that they paid her rent for a year? I don't know
Larry,
if that actually
if I paid
happened.
your tip for a year, and then I needed you to say something next year, whose side you gonna be on? The person that paid your rent for a year?
What are you trying to say, Perry?
No. I'm saying he's saying that he don't believe nobody was paid off. Anytime some cash was passed your way after this incident, your ass was paid off, or somebody.
But we don't know that.
Or somebody was trying to pay you off. I don't know it for
potentially.
A fact.
Potentially,
I don't know
yes.
it for a fact. But if she have said it herself that Megan paid her rent for a year, but she's a liar, right? So,
but she also said that Tory, she's heard something about $1 million with Tory or something of that sort, but she didn't give any infinite details.
Right,
you know,
right.
I think she's just honestly, she's just trying to be messy and muddy the waters and confuse everybody at this point. I believe they all came up with a plan. They all came up with a plan to just ignore it, and so that because it won't be good for anybody's careers. And I think it ethically failed.
Larry, it's no secret you're not feeling Megan because she's lying. She is lying. We cannot deny that. But you just brought up a very important part. This can go way deeper than what meets the eye. The music business can get grimy, and Megan is in deep with some gangsters.
True.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what they are. They're gangsters. And like Lily said, missing. Well, where the hell they at? Now I'm going to get to the bottom of where the hell is Justin?
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to find where Justin is.
Yeah,
We just
where's
came
he
off
at?
this offset stuff that the Prince family was all involved in. So, I don't know. That it's messy. And everybody's probably scared for their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Tory, because you might go to jail. You might do a life sentence.
And get deported afterward.
You said what?
And get deported to get back to Canada.
Yeah. See, he's most definitely in danger of getting deported. I mean, really, really bad, because they don't play that with deportation.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. I wish this never would have went to trial, but I know Megan didn't want it to go to the trial, but the DA that wanted to play big shot, and I got a high profile case, now they're looking stupid.
But it needed to go to trial, y'all, because he did this. This need to go to trial. It's not right.
No, really, it's not ready for trial. It's a mess.
It's not ready.
It's a mess.
It's not ready.
I'm telling y'all, he's going to get in trouble. He ain't getting away with this.
I think they're going to find something to stick
Kelsey's
on him.
80-some minute interview did him in.
But
they're going to find something to stick on him, but I don't think I don't think he's going to get convicted.
They're going to deport him. Trust me, he's not staying here.
Listen, Lily, if you're a juror and you cannot bring in all the stuff we know on the outside, you can only base your information on what was put in front of you. You got one day Kelsey saying this, and then you got a tape of her saying that.
Yep.
Both, you don't know which tape to go with. You throw it all out because it's all disputable.
And you make a lot of
disputed it
herself,
herself,
but he ain't getting away with this.
I think he is.
If he don't do time, he definitely getting kicked out of this country.
No, you see, you know what?
I think he's going to suffer some repercussions. Definitely, he's going to suffer some repercussions.
And y'all worry about Megan's career. His little bit of a career, he ain't gonna have that.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'm just looking at it from my standpoint. I don't think he's gonna get kicked out the country. I don't think he's gonna get convicted. And I could be wrong. I'm just saying, just from what I see. Yeah. Now, is the jury aware that Kelsey got immunity?
Carrie, Tory Lanez is too famous in this country to walk away without anything happening to him.
Go ahead.
Tory Lanez is too famous. Too many people have eyes on this case for him, for nothing to happen to him. He's not just gonna walk away straight scot free. Either people are gonna judge him.
Well,
Either he's
no,
gonna get deported.
no. I'm not talking about the judgment part. People
Okay.
gonna judge Megan, and she was the person that got shot.
Yeah, they're gonna
They gonna judge you regardless after this case. I'm just saying, during the case, I don't think he gonna get booted from the country.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think that he gonna get convicted. That's just my opinion.
I agree.
Same.
It's a mess. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. But I think either he's going to be found innocent or a mistrial, just because the prosecution has mucked this up. And it didn't even have anything to do with Megan. Your job as a prosecutor is to have the evidence. And you mean to tell me the night before Kelsey goes on the stand, you have no clue that she's going to flip? You didn't talk to her before? You didn't take a break, a smoke break? Like, what do they call it? Hold on, let me talk to my client, because I would have stopped questioning when I seen where it was going, but they kept going. When I asked Kelsey a question and she responded Team Tory, I would have stopped that questioning right then and there.
Yep.
Yeah. The prosecution brought forward a horrible case.
And they just kept going. They kept going. And now you're bringing in a tape to prove that she's a liar. But everybody knows when you do go in for your depositions, they could say that you pressured me, not just in this case. Almost any case, they'll say you intimidated me, or I didn't know them.
Right.
So it's a mess.
Right. We don't see that many times before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a confession in the interview.
Megan.
Well, because I was afraid they tortured me. You know what I'm saying? We have
Now,
seen
Larry,
this 1,000
I'm going to
times.
say this loud and clear. Do I think Megan is lying? Yes. But I still like her. So she still has fans.
And you
out there.
can.
But
You know, honestly, before this trial, I was rooting for her. I really was. But then all the lies.
Trial sway your opinion of Megan the Stallion. Why?
It's all the lies that that has been uncovered since the trial. Like, she's a liar, you know, and it's sad. And then, like, even just to think about some of the things that occurred beforehand, like, you know, Nicki Minaj stopped messing with her because of true, but I don't, like, your credibility is shot. Her credibility is 100% shot. She's not going to recover from this, and that's my opinion.
Let me talk to my girl Lily. Lily, we both like Megan. This ain't going well. We got to admit that this is not going well.
You want to know what my opinion is?
Yeah. Take it from there.
Larry, he's making sense of what he's saying, but let's say they cannot get Tory with this situation. He had an illegal gun; it wasn't registered. Well, he's gonna get deported, y'all. They're gonna get him out of here.
He did have an illegal gun.
I agree with you. You know, and that's where they're gonna get him. I agree with you 100% there.
He's dangerous.
Yes.
He beat up officers.
They're gonna
Little Prince, all kind. He's dangerous.
Now that
gun, they're gonna pin that on her.
Like black women.
You said Tory doesn't like black women?
Any man that stands up for Tory, they do not like black women.
Damn.
I still can't believe he brought
I don't know. It's
the child there for the sympathy card. I was like, really?
You gotta admit to that too. If you're a Tory Lanez fan, what the hell is he doing bringing his kid to court? Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I agree that gun that was his. They're gonna pin that on him, and something's gonna happen where he's gonna be legally liable for having that gun.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. We got one more thing and then we're out. Zay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sound off really quickly.
I just came in because I've been listening.
Is that your picture?
Yes, that's my picture.
You're so cute. How old are you? You're in your 20s?
I'm 30.
Thank you. Nice picture. Go ahead.
Thank you. Now I just came in because I hear everybody keep saying that is Tory gun. They really have not found out who gun it is because it's not a registered gun, so they don't know if that's Tory gun or not. They can't say.
That's true.
Hmm.
But and it's not registered. I get, but he had it. Like, who else bought it?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
we can't say that Tory had the gun. We really
Right.
don't
That's
know.
true.
right.
Because
True.
We
if
got a
Tory had the
Tory
gun,
lover.
if Tory had the gun, then his DNA will be all over the gun, and
That's
it's
true.
not.
And if they had somebody think they can professionally watch the gun off, that's why it's not. It's
Yeah,
inconclusive.
the
Okay.
So
DNA on the gun is
if somebody
inconclusive.
watched the gun off, then why?
It's plenty of people
Okay,
that have tried
Tory
to
is the
clean
only
up guns and it
person that
becomes
came back
inconclusive.
inconclusive if they wiped the gun off.
Not
And he the
necessarily
There's
only
four
wipe. It's the
person
people's
way
that
that they
came back
do
DNA.
it.
inconclusive.
There's 4 people's DNA on the gun, and they can't tell who it belongs to.
I mean, it's obvious that Zay, you think Tory's going to get off?
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a mistrial.
I mean, what are your thoughts about what Larry's saying that Kelsey's husband works for 1501, which is tied into the whole Carl Crawford and Prince family mess? Do you think that Megan is scared?
I don't really feel like Megan is scared because Megan got Rock Nation behind her. Just that the prosecution just didn't do a good job on this case.
They did not. They did not. They did not. We all agree on that. That is a mess. The
Horrible.
minute, listen, you're supposed to know where your witnesses are at all times. Okay. So now you done lost the damn witness. And now you get Kelsey on the stand and you realize she's turning on you. It does not take that many questions to realize she's turning. 1 or 2 questions. You should have shut it down. Like, okay, she done flipped. Your Honor, I need, the rest of the day off. She should have shut it down. You let Kelsey sit there and tell her whole side of the story and lie. This is going to taint the jury. It really is. It's a mess. I don't know. But it's giving me a headache. It's giving me a headache. I couldn't wait until the trial came out so I could figure out who's lying. And now I'm more confused than before when they were going at it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Last question, Zay. Is this going to affect Tory or Megan's reputation?
I think it will affect Megan more than it will Tory. If anything, I think it will help Tory probably more affect Megan.
How is this helping Tory? We still know somebody shot her, and we know it was only 2 people in that damn car.
Bro, you still can't say that it was Tory that shot her.
I cannot.
If somebody fired a firearm 5 times, how does the gun residue on them come back inconclusive? It don't make sense. If they fired that firearm 5 times.
Or Cheryl, perhaps if he is found not guilty, that's kind of like vindicating him. That could help him. Now that I think about it, because it'll be like, oh, he's innocent. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Right.
We'll have to wait until the next time Tory chokes the shit out of somebody or August Alsina's them. No, because listen, he's violent. Zay, can you give me that? He don't play. He's violent. Can you just say that?
I get it. I mean, but we can't keep going back to the other shit. Back to the case. We could say she's scandalous.
Okay, let's stop. Okay.
We also could say she's violent because she's got a violent past.
Oh.
What violent past does she have?
Megan has a violent past. Her ex-boyfriend even talked about how she has a violent past. This has been said before.
Lily, have you heard
with that situation, he beat her up first and she beat him so bad he deserved it. He shouldn't have put his hands on her. I know that situation.
Wait a minute, there was a fight.
He jumped on Megan and Megan beat the crap out of him and she went to jail. Because he wasn't man enough to say,
whoa, stop. Wait,
I think I did see a mugshot, yeah.
Megan's been to jail before for beating
but the man beat her up, Sherelle. He jumped on her and she beat the crap out of him.
Oh.
It's still a violent past.
True.
I mean, that's defending yourself.
Oh shit! Nobody's hands is clean. Nobody's hands is clean.
Okay. Now we don't talk about Megan. We don't talk about Tory.
You're comparing. He can't take it if you say so.
What? No. What about Kelsey's past?
Exactly. I don't know anything about.
Do anybody know? Right? Because
she's not a public figure, so
could she have?
We don't really know.
Could have she? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Could she have been the shooter?
She could have.
She could have. Yeah, she could have.
They all were drunk, so no one really knows. To be honest with you, I think it's just speculation.
But it baffles me. Kelsey can remember everything Megan does, but she can't remember anything about the shooting.
Not a
about
damn thing. Not a damn
No,
thing.
exactly.
And that prosecutor don't understand the music industry, so she is effing up because she doesn't understand the industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's going to be embarrassed. The damn prosecutor. This
She'll
was
mess around and get
terrible.
fired.
She needs to be fired. She needs to be fired. This case was nowhere near ready to go to trial. Since you insisted that they go to trial, because let's not forget, Megan did not want to press charges. That's important. She didn't want to do it. They went through with it anyway. This lies on the prosecution. They're doing a shitty ass job. And they're not even thinking on their toes. When you realize things are going south, what do you call it, Perry? Audible? Pivot.
You get the pivot.
You got to come up with a different game plan, and they have not.
Yeah.
And now they're missing witnesses. Come on now. It like you done missed a whole damn witness. Please, he's hiding out, or like Lily said, God forbid, we don't know what happened to him.
Yep.
Yeah, they should have
Where's
said
Tory's driver?
abort.
Where's the driver?
We can't find the driver either.
Okay, now that tell you something.
Well, where is Macon security? We can't find him either. What
We
does
just
that tell
said
you?
that.
We can't find him. We can't find the driver. Zay, you're a Tory fan. Do you think somebody getting paid off here? Or is 1501 threatening him? Where's these people?
Somebody getting paid. But I agree with Chris.
Somebody getting paid, or somebody could be getting threatened.
Well,
I think people getting paid on both ends.
Could be.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking money is going somewhere. I think it's an idle threat, then they pay you, and then you get to go. But I agree with Chris. Like, from the super chat. The whole thing is this. I think if Meg would have just, even though, when shit happened, you get to digest it. Do I really want this incident? I'm okay. It's my foot. It could hurt.
Perry, she didn't want to press charges. I know
No, I get it. No, I get it. No. I'm
So
still.
it was nothing she could do. It was
I
nothing she
get
could
it
do.
in that sense. It's like, hey, shit go bad, and you realize that you're not that badly damaged. I don't want to overreact. Let me sit here and contemplate this and figure out how should I move on. That's probably why she didn't want to press charges.
I have one more call backstage. Let me take this really quick and then we'll wrap it up. Hi, Meg. How are you? Can you hear me? Meg being bullied. That's what she named herself.
Jerome,
They feel
so
like
you're saying that Megan initially said she thought she stepped on glass to protect whoever did it? Is that what you think happened?
Why did she lie in the beginning? I don't know. She
I
said she
think
was
she
scared.
lied because shit happened so fast, and then you're like, well, okay, I'm not seriously harmed like that. Let me just digest this before I overreact. Because with decisions like that, your career.
Well, she said she lied in the beginning. Right. I think it's the career aspects. Like she claimed that it's because she didn't want Tory to go to jail because of the George.
She said that.
Floyd stuff and what have you. But I think it's because it's for any of their careers. Yeah.
It's a mess. But
it's stupid that she lied. I'm gonna be honest. Megan should have told the truth because somebody shoot me. I'm telling it.
Exactly.
I don't care if you my man, husband, whatever. I am telling it. So she made herself look like a big liar.
Yeah, she discredited herself with that.
She discredited herself.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have never said it was no glass neither. But she said she was scared that the police would shoot Tory. She in that moment she was scared, and she has a hood mentality, y'all. You got to think like the hood people. She has a hood mentality, so that's why she made up that stupid glass story, and now she's in a mess.
That's a good point. Yeah,
she's a big mess, and witnesses is turning. Witnesses ain't showing up. What a hell of a time to take a vacation. Tory's driver, is supposed to be in Africa. That's the rumor. We don't know where he is.
I know.
Who would go on vacation during this time? Something is happening. Something is going on.
But I thought if you get subpoena, it don't matter. I always thought that. Was he subpoenaed? They didn't send out subpoenas.
I was told that they have not been subpoenaed.
Okay, then that's
going to try to subpoena, but that takes a time. And this case was supposed to wrap up on Friday.
Because you have to serve a person for a subpoena, right?
Yes.
So if they can never find him.
Yeah, that's true too.
You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to,
And Sherelle, I still want to hear from Kylie Jenner. I know some people say that it's not gonna matter, but I still want her to take the stand. I don't know. Maybe it could turn things. I don't know.
They ain't gonna do that.
I know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she'll probably plead the fifth
Enough
too.
of that.
Yeah, she'll be the clip. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in. More case next week. This was supposed to wrap on Friday. I don't even know if it'll wrap this Friday because I feel like the prosecution now is grasping at straws. They don't even have what's his name? Justin's testimony. So what other witness are they gonna have besides Kelsey? This is a mess. This is I will be right now on the phone. I'm coming
It'll
up
be
with
done by
something.
next week. It'll
Yeah,
be done by next week, and I look forward to the
Yes.
not guilty, or he just walks away.
Mistrial.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mistrial.
I mean, how many witnesses can you actually have if it's a group of 5 people
Yeah.
and 2 of them gone?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, this will wrap up next week. This is going to be a mistrial, or Tory's going to be found not guilty. And I like Meg, but I got to live in reality. This was not put on good. Her lies, made it more difficult, and it's just not in her favor. Unless something happens next week, which I doubt. I really doubt there'll be some bombshell. I wouldn't even put Tory on the stand. There's no need to put Tory on the stand at this point. For what? He's winning.
Right, and the prosecution did all the work for the defense, so there's not much left to be done.
That's so true. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care, guys.
All right,
Bye-bye.
have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Appreciate
No need to put Tory on the stand.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to say anything. This case is just messed up and over, if you ask me.
Right,
Unless I'll leave room. There's a 5% chance that they could turn it around. So they better be doing.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, because even if they turn it around to something else, it's going to contradict what was said last week.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm sick of hearing about this stupid case, y'all. It should be wrapped up this week. It gives you a headache. It really does. Go ahead, Perry. I cut you off.
No, I get it. No, I'm just saying that I don't see how it's going to turn around. It's just going to be more contradiction to what happened last week. I really don't see no balance here unless they got a video showing him do it. You're going to have actual facts. Because you can't.
Do you know who might be a good witness? The lady that's supposed to have seen Meg and Kelsey fighting. That might be a good witness. So anyway, listen, you guys, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys on Monday on 3, Perry. Let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.